time to start.
Okay.
Let's
Well, welcome
introduce our
everyone.
guest, our special
Yes,
guest.
welcome. We've got some special guests here. Karen, you want to introduce our special guest?
Oh, sure. I will introduce. We have Lonzetta here from Nearpod, and we have Patrick uh, as well. They are both. Y'all want to explain your jobs maybe a little bit and tell us a
Sure.
little bit about yourselves?
Sure. I'm happy to do that. My name is Lonzetta Dunson. This is my first year. I haven't even made a full year with Nearpod, but I am a former classroom teacher. I taught in the classroom for 13 years in Dallas ISD, and then I moved over to the ed tech side. So I've been supporting teaching and learning on this side of education for 12 years now. So super excited to be here and supporting you all through any questions, any implementation challenges. We are here to support you, and we have a huge team, which includes Patrick as your area partnership manager. So, Patrick, take it away.
Yeah, hey everyone. I've been at Nearpod for about 4 years now. Former teacher as well, and I work in the Texas. I work with districts all across Texas. So excited to be on this with y'all tonight. And
Yeah,
if you ever have any questions or want to see anything in Nearpod after this, please reach out. Love showing all the tips and tricks within Nearpod.
yes.
Yay!
And thank you all for inviting us. This is so awesome. Like, I haven't had any of seen this in any other district. So you all are some jewels in Klein ISD, and I hope that everybody knows that.
Thank
This
you.
is
Thank you.
unbelievable support, seriously.
Well, we love to support our teachers and make sure they have everything they need to implement technology in their classrooms. All
Awesome.
right.
Well,
All right,
let's
so
get
let's
started then, because we have a lot to go over today. Um, so if you have not registered for prizes, click on the little here and register for prizes. We're going to shut that off at about 8 o'clock. So in about 10 minutes, we're going to turn off the prize form so it won't be collecting any more responses. Okay. So we have a short little check-in. If you haven't already, I noticed some people have already done this, but if you haven't already, go ahead and type in the chat your grade, your content, and how you currently use Nearpod in your classroom, if you are using Nearpod at all. Which I know that I've seen some of my power users hop on tonight, so
And
hopefully you
it's
can
a
explain a little bit.
I'm pasting the form in if you have not already clicked on that link in Schoology to register. Um, and it's okay if you have not used Nearpod, because that's what we're here for, to make sure you have everything you need to get going with it.
Okay, and I know Schaefer didn't put her name, but I know from that name that there are two Schaefers in the district that are some of our top users. I think they're both at Island, Kaylee. They're both your campus.
They are both at Island and Lanzetta. I know you've been asking me this question every single time. Yes, they are married.
They
So they
are.
are
I
Okay,
did
we
have to.
finally
I'm
both
found
like,
out.
at Island.
I've
there
been
And they
has
asking
to be
Kaylee
both use
some
too.
kind of
Nearpod
connection.
users.
That's awesome. So they're just awesome educators.
They
Yes.
are. They are.
That is so wonderful.
We know you don't always ask, and so and okay, awesome that a few people have
Yes, we
not
are.
used Nearpod, but I'm excited to show them
Yeah, we're excited
some
to
of
show
our
some.
favorite features.
Yeah, we're going to get started with that. We're going to be in this first folder called New Activities and Features. And so I'm going to click on that folder. And I'm going to click on the first folder, which is called Drag and Drop. And I'm going to show you a little bit about drag and drop in Nearpod. So I'm on this first page. If you're following along with me in the Schoology course, my internet seems to be real slow. I guess because we're streaming the Astros. So I have a short little video on how you can actually create a drag and drop, and I've also included some pre-made drag and drop activities. So if you teach ELA or math or science or social studies, you can just click on one of these icons and it's going to take you to the drag and drop kind of library or filter that that Nearpod has. And I love drag and drop. It's one of their newer features. And I love, love, love it. And so you can just choose which grade level. I'm going to just do 3 through 5. And so I think I clicked on social studies because that's you. Oh, yep. It's usually what I go to. And so you have all these different drag and drops that are already created for you. So you have all these pre-made lessons that are done and ready to go. And you can just click on add to my lesson and then launch it from Schoology. But if for some reason you don't want to use one of the pre-made ones, let me go ahead and sign in. I was so concerned about watching the game that I completely forgot to like have all this pre-set up.
And if you
It's
are a
usually-
beginner, you can always use the pre-made. And so that's a great
Oh,
place to start. But once you
Mhm.
have experienced what the drag and drop is, Kaylee's going to show you how easy it is really to make it.
Yeah, so you can create it in a lesson or you can create it in the activity. I'm going to just go ahead and do a lesson because that's how I'm used to doing things in Nearpod is I added drag and drop activity within a lesson that I'm already teaching. But you can just make it an activity, which is great for station work. And so that is going to be under quizzes and games, and drag and drop is right here. And I love that they've added this new tutorial right here. And then you can just click add.
Yeah, the activity picker. It helps you. For those of you that are new, you don't have to be afraid to just click on things and see how they work. You can even see which activities are most popular with teachers and educators around the country. So really great tool.
Love that feature.
Yeah, and so as I added this up, the activity also pops up on the side where I can scroll through ones that are already pre-made and filter those as well. But I'm going to click this little arrow and it just pushes it away to the side. What I love to do is start first put my directions in here. And I also like to change this to make it a little bit bigger so my students will read it. So that's where I put my directions. I can add in a video for reference or an image, anything. And then I just push those instructions up so I can see everything here. And then I'm going to click on the 3 dots and click background. And I can pull in any kind of background I would like. And I'm just going to click add background right here. They've got some great pre-made ones. So if I'm going to do like a T-chart, I have that right here, or I can upload an image. We've got tons of graphic organizers in our curriculum container that you can just add as the background here. But I'm going to just use their T-chart. And when I click on it, you can see it automatically adds that there. Okay.
I love how user-friendly Nearpod is. It is so easy to just figure this out, and it really does walk you step by step through this.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
And so, because I'm a former social studies teacher, we did a lot of comparing. So like the North versus the South.
And notice you can change that font and the size and the color. So
Yes.
we're going real quick, but there
I'm going
are
real quick.
customizing features that you can include.
That's
Mhm.
great. And so now what I can do is I can either decide to add images or I can add text labels. So if you add images, what I really love is that when you click
No.
add image, you can search already in Google. So like I'm just going to put Statue of Liberty.
I like because it's just they're already copyright friendly. You
Yep.
just can go with it. You don't have to worry about any of that.
And I can hit save. And so then I can select if I want it small, medium, or large. I'm going to leave it at medium. And then I just click done and it puts it over here. Okay, so the same thing if you're doing text, but I really wanted to show you with the images that you don't already have to have the images selected. You can do that while you're creating the activity. And so then of course with everything, you just click save at the end and you'll have your activity. Okay, and so that was a very fast overview of drag and drop. Make sure you check out these resources.
Really
And
know,
quick
that
and
'cause
easy
tutorial
though.
video does walk you through the steps that
it
was
does.
Right.
embedded in.
It
Really quick and
does.
easy. Really quick assessment that you can use at the beginning of class or just at the end of a class as an exit ticket, but
Mhm.
great way to utilize those tools. And for
Um,
those teachers that teach at the secondary level where they have, third grade through 12th grade, where you have those assessments, end of year assessments. It's a great way to practice that new STAR redesign
Mm-hmm.
item types. So these activities are great for that.
So this is one that I just embedded. I created from a PEGS chart that was in our social studies curriculum. And so this is, you can see the one with text where you can drag and drop where you think it should go. And then of course, if I don't think it should go there, I can hit delete. And so this is how it would look on the student end. So you have access to kind of play with that since you're in the course as a student. Okay, and that's self-paced, so you have time to explore that. And then I also included a Nearpod post about 3 ways you can use drag and drop in your classroom. This is just a great resource for you to look through on your own time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on because again, we got a lot to go through, and Karen is very excited to tell you about our Collaborate board. So I'm
Do
going to
you want to
stop.
just keep on driving the computer
Okay.
thing and I'll
Sure,
just
yeah.
talk?
That's perfect. Okay.
Okay, so what I love about the new feature we have this year with the Collaborate board, since we are now Premium Plus, is that it's just like Padlet, and Padlet, now charges, and if so once you get so many, you either have to start deleting. You don't have to do that anymore because we have Nearpod. Collaborate boards are great exit tickets. It's just a great way to keep the students engaged in your lesson. And just like Emily said on the last one, we have embedded, these are real short videos that are in here that are 2 to 3 minutes long. So you can go back later. You don't need to worry about trying to take notes right now tonight, but you can always come back and watch these videos to see how it's going to be done. All right, Kaylee, do you want to
You want
go to
bounce
your
back over here?
Nearpod? Yeah, there we go. So with the new feature that we have this year, you now, instead of just having the plain old background that we had, that cork board, sorry, Patrick, we were getting a little tired of the cork board. We are so glad that now this year we have so many more choices when we go to make our Collaborate boards, because that's what we had before. But we also now have the ability for students to start putting comments in on their questions that are asked in here. The ability to embed GIFs, you can put in video, all kinds of things, just like you can do um, with that paid. We don't need to pay because we have Nearpod, which is so much better.
It's in there. It's in there.
It's
That's what I
in
always
there.
say. It's
That's
in
right.
there.
And you have the ability as a teacher. So Kaylee is on, sorry, I'm having a little hard time seeing the screen. So they're under student options. It is up to you to set this up. So you can allow the students to comment on each other's posts. You can turn that off. You have that ability. I'm having a hard time seeing those. That you can, students can edit their responses. Oh, I love that about approving student posts. Now, I taught first grade, and for the most part, my little first graders, they're sweet and innocent. They're usually not going to make those comments, but I fully understand after observing in a intermediate classroom the other day why you would probably want to moderate these posts that are coming through. And you have that ability as Kaylee is, I think she's on, her mouse is on that
Yeah.
right there. I would definitely toggle this on if you are in a classroom where you know that that's a strong possibility.
And I
And
will
another
say
one
something I saw. Oh, sorry, Kaylee.
I was just gonna say another one I would turn on is this. If you have students making comments, if you've turned that on, I would then also approve student comments as well. So I would
Right.
turn that one on as well. Yeah.
Good,
Go ahead,
good, good.
Emily.
I was going to add something I saw in a classroom that I really loved is I am so excited when the kids start adding GIFs, but sometimes I want a little bit more explanation. And so one thing I saw a teacher do is a student posted a GIF and really they weren't using the academic vocabulary. They weren't giving a very elaborate answer. So she said, what I need you to do, respond to your own post, and I want you to just give me a little bit more. Explain why did you pick that GIF? Here, use one of these sentence starters to help you out. And I really love that because she didn't discourage them from having fun with the activity, but she did go back to trying to get them to give that response, elaborate a little bit more on their answer of why they picked that funny GIF.
Yeah, and justify it. Yeah.
Talking about sentence stems, I was talking to one of my power users at Island, and he was telling me that he has started to put sentence stems in the reference media.
I
And
like
so then
that.
students can click there if they need the sentence stem.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
I
great
like
tip.
that idea.
And
Yeah.
right above where Kaylee is pointing to that reference material, because you can add PDFs. So if you want to add stories that you want them to read and then reflect on or whatever, you have that ability to do that in here to add audio, video, any of those reference materials. But right above that, she's on, it says grid, right? Sorry.
Yes, it says
My
grid.
eyes. But then there's the column one. So you know how in that old Padlet, well, you could set up columns so you could have kids commenting and putting their post. And then down at the bottom, they have to choose which column their answer would go with. I love that ability there. And then down there too, do you see how they can make a video comment? They can make an audio comment as well, because we know that with our EL students, our SPED, our dyslexic students that have difficulties typing, it's a great way for them to be engaged in the activity by just doing a video comment or an audio comment as well, especially for, I taught first grade, so at the beginning of the year, they have a hard time typing. Oh, look at those different backgrounds. We love that.
Especially
Yes.
the seasonal ones.
The
Those are my favorite.
seasonal.
The Halloween one is so cute. I know Halloween it
Yeah.
passed, but that
I
one is so
know.
cute.
It's
It is
not
so
that
cute,
far
right?
past.
Yeah. I love it. I
I
love
love it.
it.
Love it. So there's just so much that you can do with these boards, and they just make a great reflection or exit ticket. And
Mhm.
Kaylee, we haven't really shown this, but go up to the top real quick and show them how easy it is to put Nearpod into Schoology.
Oh yeah, sure.
Think about that your stations have just ended and now you want all kids to reflect. They're just gonna, if they're already on the computers, they just hop over to your course and they're able to complete this board that Kaylee's gonna show you how to embed.
Yeah, so you're just gonna click add materials and you're gonna click Nearpod right here under add materials.
And the key to this is, though, you have to have already gone to Nearpod ahead of time and added either one of those pre-made lessons into your library or created that lesson and it be in your Nearpod library. Because if you try to go to this and you have not put anything in your library, this is going to be blank.
Right.
And if you
This
make
is my
changes, you have to
Nearpod.
re-embed. Sorry,
Yep.
Kayla.
Oh yeah. Why don't you say that again because I think I was talking as well.
If you make any changes, which we have learned in PD many times, you must re-embed. So if you go, you see a mistake and the next class period is going to do the same Nearpod, you have to actually go back and delete that
Yeah.
old Nearpod or unpublish and then re-embed.
Okay, so this is my Nearpod library. I've got folders and some of them are color coded. But down here I've got my different stuff. So this is the one that I actually embedded and I'll go ahead and embed it again, I think.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm not sure which one I probably embedded both of them, but that was it. I just clicked on the lesson and here it is.
How
But it's gonna put
easy
it at
was
the very
that?
top. So I will click and drag it to the bottom.
So easy to get it in there, and the kids don't have to know the Nearpod code. It's already embedded in it, and the kids just go, and it takes them on in.
Yeah, so this is an example of how I would use a Collaborate board in the classroom. And again, I'm social studies background, so I use social studies content. But I like how when I put it into Schoology, it keeps first of all, they are logged in with Google. So yes, that's me.
No
That's
funky
you.
names. It's
No
going to be the
funky.
student's
That's
name.
right. And it
Yeah,
keeps
I've
them
heard about that.
inside.
So you want to make sure you toggle that on where they can't go in and change those names.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And it keeps them inside of Schoology. So I like that. And so if I scroll down, here's where they can post and they can change between the different um, land purchases that we did during Manifest Destiny, and they can answer with a picture or a video or audio or GIF. I allowed all of that. So, and normally what I would have done is they would have created a graphic organizer to go with whichever land purchase I assigned them, and then they upload their graphic here, and then they explain it, kind of like what Emily was talking about earlier. So,
And I will tell
Just-
y'all, when I think of Kaylee, there's two words that come to mind, and it's voice and choice. And that is really what Collab Board, she has presented on that so many times, but this gives students the choice on how they're going to share their answer, but also it is coming from their words. This isn't a multiple choice question that there's one right answer. You're letting them share exactly in their own words, whatever the response is to the prompt.
I know, because so many times we don't give kids enough time to reflect and explain their thinking, explain their answers. And this is a great way to get their thoughts and their reflections for your
And think
classroom.
about it in math. You could have, I don't know, you could have them explain a process in a collab board, which you might think, how
Yeah.
could this be applied to math? But it really can be used in any content area.
Mm-hmm.
One thing to add here, just real quick, I don't want to throw you guys off too far,
Oh,
but
you go ahead.
with Collab Board too, when you were showing the setup side and how you can approve student comments and things like that, it's always good to turn those on because during a live lesson, you can always toggle back and forth on that. So you can always change it during a live lesson if needed. And then the other thing too is during a live lesson, if you don't have a Collaborate board, but you want to add one on the fly, there's also a button while you're doing it where you can do that. So everything you're seeing here, you can also create on the fly as well if needed
Oh,
in a class.
we love that too.
Which is cool because if you have, let's say you have, I've seen some teachers, they have like 30 slides in a lesson, which for me, I think is kind of a lot.
It's a little much.
50, a little much, but you might say, oh no, I only got to slide 6 and there's no exit ticket. Let me quickly add that collab board right in and we can reflect. And then I'm either going to make it, change it to student paced, or I'm going to then just continue the next day. So I
And
love that feature to add it in.
And you're right, because I love that feature now that we have where they can switch it to a student paced. If they're halfway through and they didn't get all the way through, then they can switch the lesson over to student paced.
yeah, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later.
Oh, got ahead.
Yeah, so here's the button that he was talking about, add activity, and then you
Yeah.
can add a couple of different things here.
Look at
And don't forget about the
that.
immersive reader also for those.
Oh yeah, we've
Oh
got
yeah,
that.
that's right there in the
Yeah, the
corner.
immersive reader.
Oh, that's another
Yep.
great tool for our dyslexic students, our EL students, our students who need that support. And you might be working with another group, and so you could easily turn that on for your students.
Here's also, you can add an activity just by clicking on the menu as well. You can click add activity and it pops that up as well.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
I think we've got one more
Yeah.
time to climb.
One more
Time
of
to
our favorite activities.
climb is a great, because kids, they
Yes.
just are so digital and they just want to see games and gamified things. And time to climb is better than Kahoot. I'm telling you, the kids love it. You don't need to do
I
Kahoot.
love it too.
You've got this. And what is cool is I was playing with this earlier today in preparation, and you all have so many already made. So you don't have to go create. I'm a big believer. I say this a lot, but why should I reinvent something if it's already out there?
It's in
And
there, like I said.
it
It's
is.
in there.
I think you'll have over
Search.
like
Yeah.
22,000 different activities
Mhm.
in here that y'all can use in your classrooms to make the kids engaged in your class. So she's showing you, you just go to add quizzes and games, time to climb. And I love the backgrounds change on this too.
Yeah, me
Those
too.
seasonal
Yes.
ones. And the characters, the kids just love picking those characters. But look over there on that side there where you see all those that are already in there. And Kaylee, if you type in there, I know we're going to talk about this towards the end, but I love this new predictive text
Search.
that y'all have, the search. So if you just start typing in and it will start narrowing down your search of what you're looking for, and you
Just like
can
Google.
just like
Just
Google.
like Google.
Yeah. Hmm.
But you can also edit those. So if you select one and you need
Yes.
to go in and edit, you can do that as well.
That is
That's what I
awesome.
like on
Like
all
a
these
great starting
activities.
point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great place for you to put in a lesson and then build more. You could add a collab board to it. You could add a draw it, which we're not talking about tonight, but I love draw it activities as
That
well.
is like Sandra Lee. Do you guys remember her cooking show where it was like half homemade and she would buy some pre-made products and then she
Hey,
would kind of spice it up? It is the same thing. Make
Yeah,
something delicious, but have some things already pre-made for you.
exactly. Exactly.
Sorry,
okay.
that's just remind me of that.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay.
So you would just put
Oh,
in your
yep.
information here, and then I like that you can decide how you want your answers, if in text form or in
Mm-hmm.
images.
In images. Mm-hmm. It is so cool.
A new feature also is that you can have more than one correct answer as well.
And
Love
that's a
So
it.
if
star. That's a new star type.
Yep.
Yes, it
So
is.
you could
Absolutely.
have that where they have to pick. I love it. Love
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All
Okay.
right.
And so just once you have a question, you just click add another question and you just build your quiz there. And just like always, you have your reference media that you can add as well.
And then Kaylee, I think you have the graphic in there that shows how the teacher can pause. There we go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because now you have the ability to pause between questions. Because Kaylee and I were in a classroom the other day and we were so wanting to tell the teacher, oh, you need to like, because he wasn't in Nearpod, y'all. He wasn't in Nearpod. But um, the kids were pretty much one answer choice off. 13 got it wrong and 14 got it right. And he just kept going and we're like, oh, there's so, that's you need
That's a
to
stop and
just
reteach
stop
moment.
and talk. And this is what's great about this. When you start, because you get that data right there, you can instantly, because we know giving feedback right then when the problem occurs is much better than you giving them the paper back next week and they all of a sudden are like, oh, I missed that. Well, a week has passed. So you can correct things right then when you see it happening.
Yeah. And so I love the data that it gives you after the
Hmm.
question when it pauses. This is the teacher screen. So
Right.
you can see from the teacher perspective who got it right, who got it wrong.
And that
And
volume
that just kind of,
control there too. Sorry,
and the
Kaylee.
volume control right here. Yes, I love that. Sometimes the
Because it,
music is
it
not
makes
exactly what
noise.
you're wanting.
It's
Yeah,
um,
better in
some people think
Kahoot.
it's annoying, so you can't turn it off.
that's
Turn
right.
it down.
Or let everyone know you're having a lot of fun and
That's
great
That would
right.
be
voice.
me. That would be me in the classroom.
And then have a group next door to you start beating on the wall. That happened in one of our
That have us.
PDs the other day.
Our team laughs too much.
We were having too much fun. They didn't
Too
like
much
it.
fun learning. Oh, wow.
All
Okay. Well,
right.
I think the next thing we're going to move on to is actually the interactive videos, which Emily loves. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to let you drive, Emily.
Okay. All right, so let me start sharing my screen. And the very first thing I'm actually going to do is all right, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Huh?
Okay, all right. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to jump right in to an interactive video so you guys can see what the students would see. So we just open it right up. They're going to sign in with Google and notice, oh, I've already opened it once. So I'm going to go and press, let's see, I'm going to press play. I'm just going to turn the volume down from now. But okay, so now I get to this question, and I've actually already done a little bit, but you can see that it has a multiple choice answer. So this is the first question type that your students might see in an interactive video. And so I wanted to show you, so I've already actually, I was testing this and didn't realize, I forgot my answers would stay, but I purposely chose it wrong so you would see that the students get instant feedback. So they see which questions they've got right and got wrong, and then I'm able to continue playing.
And I like
And
how we set this up so they can't bypass the question. They have to watch the video. They have to go to the answer. Yeah.
And you can see, so I am trying to drag this and I actually can't because Karen put this in and she has that turned on for
Not gonna
no skipping.
Yeah,
And
no
so
skipping at all.
no
No
skipping.
skips.
Must go through the entire activity. Yes.
And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what this type of question is over here, but rather than watch it, I'm going to dive straight into Nearpod and I'm going to log into, just like Kaylee, I didn't log in. And there's two ways that you can do this. You can either add it to a lesson or you can just make a video activity, right? Just dive right into it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to just click video. And there's 4 ways that you can add a video. So the very first way is from the video library. And what I love is that you can search by TEKS. So I can pick Texas, and then I'm going to pick math, and then I'm going to pick 5th grade. And then I get to see which videos come up that are TEKS aligned that I can use in my class. The other way, the second way you can add a video is by YouTube, and there's 2 ways you can do this. If you already have a video picked out, maybe there's a video in the curriculum container you want to use, you can paste the link right in, or if you don't have a video ready, I'm going to try addition and subtraction. And notice that the videos appear and I can pick any of these videos. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this video and press save. And now I'm able to add a video at any time. And so I'm going to, let's say I have already pre-watched this and I know, because this looks like it's a really long, is this 20, this is a long
Yeah.
video.
We would never recommend picking that, but this
No.
is for just
This is just an example, 6 minutes or less, ideally. But you are able to add an activity and I can do open-ended or multiple choice. So I'll show you how easy it is. And I might say in your own words, tell me what addition means. And then I'm going to save that question. And so I know now that there is a question right here. I'm also able, I'm not sure if there's any world language teachers, but some teachers have told me that videos are really, really fast. And while it is good, I was a Spanish teacher, and while it is good for students to hear native speakers and hear that pace, there is an ability to slow down the video if that's something you're interested in. And your students can actually do this as well when they're completing the activity. They can change the speed as well. You can also toggle the quality, but I haven't really seen, it really just depends on what the video was uploaded as. So I haven't seen that much there. But
it looks like you can trim this video too.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this video
Yeah, I was trying to
the
say
trim
that.
is the
this
trim is
video is
awesome.
way too long. And so I'm going to move that
Trim is
question to
awesome.
2 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and press trim, and an hour. Oh no, that is too much for me. I'm going to bring it down to 5 minutes and then
Yes.
press trim. And this is a little bit better for the station that I want this in. I'm going to add another activity here, and I'm going to add that multiple choice. And then I might say 2 plus 2. And you can add any question you'd like. I'm going to say 4, 5. And I'm going to add, I do not know how to solve this. I need help. And so that could be something that you add in as well, that, it could be something that you could ask. And I like putting that kind of question, maybe giving my students 3 answers, and then an extra that says, maybe come meet with me. I want private help. I want a little extra support. I like adding that in because it's a private way. Oh, and I got to pick a right answer. It's a private way for kids to ask for help that a teacher can pull the report and look for. So I'm going to press save. and then the video appears in my library. Two really important things that is probably the most important of the whole interactive video is that all YouTube videos must be whitelisted. So this includes anything you pull from the curriculum container. I would just double check and I would put a ticket in. This includes any videos you create. You're going to want to put a help desk ticket in. They're usually pretty fast at
Oh, they're
whitelisting those
speedy.
videos. And then another really important thing is, so our district has not purchased vocabulary, but when you search for videos, so if I come over here to the Nearpod library and I go to content type, videos, the very first ones, and let's see if it happens again. Yep, are vocabulary. And just you need to be aware that unless you're part of the 5 campuses that have purchased vocabulary separately, you have a limit, a lifetime, right now inclined limit, until your campus purchases it, to 3 videos. So this doesn't matter if you use, it's not 3 a year, it's 3 for all time. And so if you've already added 3, even 3 practice lessons, you're really stuck with those 3, and you're not going to be able to preview them or add them to your lesson. So it's just something you need to be aware of. Okay.
Or you can put in a request to purchase vocabulary.
So that's true.
Your campus could. We have 5 that have purchased it.
And so that is something you can always do. And so if you are interested in purchasing vocabulary, you've researched it and you feel like it's something your campus wants to purchase, it's definitely something. Talk to your specialists about it, talk to your admin about it, see if it's something that your campus would want to invest in. And so we do have this article here too, from Nearpod, of 5 ways to use interactive videos in the classroom. And so if you just click on the picture, it'll send you to this article that we always redirects in Schoology. We really liked this article for assessment, for whole group teaching, a station activity. That's really my favorite way. Distance learning and student created videos. And so this is something you definitely want to look at. If you haven't used interactive videos before, it's my favorite tool. So, okay,
actually, Emily, I want to share what I saw at Fox today. You know, I have that the teacher at Fox. He actually made his own videos, put them into YouTube, and then added them to Nearpod and added questions throughout those videos. And they're his reteach videos. They had done a QSE, and based off of their data, they selected a standard that they had trouble with, and they watched the reteach video. And throughout that video, he stops and he has them answer questions to check for understanding. So I really love the way that he did that.
Yeah, and I saw that lesson too. Kaylee actually, she texted me in the lesson, said you got to check this out. And so I went into his course and I looked at it, and it was a really great reteach moment, a great way to use that tool. So the last part of our webinar tonight is on some updates, and we actually have touched on them a little bit. So the predictive search, this is just a way for you to find lessons that have already been created, but you actually can search your own lessons too. So I'll show you that if I am under, so if I've just opened Nearpod, I know that last year I made a lesson on adding fractions, but I don't know where it is. I can actually change this just to my lessons, and then I might type fractions. And then I can search for these 2 words. So this is a lesson that I have here on adding fractions. And I actually didn't make this. A teacher gave this to me. So in case that teacher's in this webinar right now, a teacher actually made this lesson. But I was just using it as an example. This is a great lesson that we're going to be sharing out this month. So that is one way that we really like the predictive search. Okay.
The next part, Emily, while you're in there on the reports, I was just going to say we can look, but this is a new, the reports have changed. If y'all have not been in Nearpod, oh, thank you for making that bigger.
Well, I know you couldn't see earlier, so I'm going to try to.
I know. I'll screen like what?
There we go.
Bonus. Oh yeah. Oh, all ads are removed.
Yeah, it's a nice little trick when you use YouTube inside of Nearpod, all those ads go away. So I'm a former first grade teacher, and I remember when those 2-minute ads would pop up and just totally kind of disrupt the class. So
that
you'll
is
notice that.
great.
Nice.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so yeah, the reports have changed this year, and they are so much better now than they used to be. I love it because you can quickly toggle between your students. You can see all of the information in one spot. It's real easy for you to see exactly. I love these percentages on how, who's getting these questions correct. So that you can instantly know, oh, okay, I need to pull these 5 kids over here to do a quick reteach. Anything else, Patrick, you want to add about those reports? Because they are I love the reports.
Much cleaner, I think, easier to navigate.
Yep. And yeah, the student reports, being able to drill in by the student without having to export it as a PDF. This is kind of like step
Yes.
1, and you'll see a lot more updates rolling out over the next couple of months in our reporting. So really excited about it.
Oh, well, we can't wait to
Yay.
share those
We
with the
can't.
district. So can't wait.
Okay, we're on. We have 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, and this
let me
one's
zoom
just gonna
out.
be really quick. It's on switching to self-paced mode. So in the bottom right-hand corner of a live lesson, you'll have that little person with a book. And if you click on that, it pops up the box that you see on your screen. Where you can set, oh, I want slides 2 to maybe 5 students to do on their own self-paced. And then we're going to switch it back to a live lesson for slides 6 and 7. Maybe that's our debrief with an exit ticket. So I really love the ability to switch between student live lesson to student paced and then back to live lesson.
And especially what slide they can get to. Not that they have
Yeah.
access to everything, but I only want them to get to slide 4, maybe.
Exactly. I love that piece. So we just wanted to quickly add those 3 awesome updates. And then Emily, if you'll go back to the main page of our course, I'm going to quickly talk about those Nearpod lessons right there. During our meeting, Lanzetta provides us with all of these pre-made lessons that are great for November. And so these are those lessons that all you have to do is click on the graphic there and it will open up either one or more lessons for you to choose from depending on what the topic is. So this one is on stress. And so there's several different lessons that you can add to your library to use with your students. So I just wanted to make sure you saw that. You can peruse that at your own time.
I am against daylight savings time. Just want to say I saw the pros and cons.
And you might not have heard, but it is Nearpod November. And so we have been posting like crazy on Workplace and on Twitter all about it. And if you haven't seen our Blend magazine, we have a full 2-page spread on it. But we do have 3 challenges, and these are challenges that have prizes attached to them. And so our first challenge is ending tomorrow. So if you're interested in creating or using a lesson, so this doesn't have to be something that you make. You can find a pre-made lesson that includes at least one of the activities. So a time to climb game, a collaborate board, a video, or drag and drop. So any that we went over tonight, and then just make sure you click on challenge 1, and then you're going to just enter yourself, and you just upload a screenshot of the report showing that you actually completed the lesson. Tell us your campus, and then you will be entered. We have 5 winners that we're going to spin for a Nearpod swag bag.
Wow, that's awesome.
And so
you'll be halfway there to becoming a Nearpod certified educator if you're not already certified.
Absolutely. The process is so easy. And so we'll add that in at the bottom, a link to how to become Nearpod certified. And so Lanzetta is right that is half the step to become Nearpod certified. Challenge 2 is just submit a picture of your students using Nearpod. And then challenge 3 is submit the link to a student created Nearpod. And so students do have their own Nearpod accounts that they have the same access we do to the same type of activities, except they don't have those pre-made lessons. So they're not going to go in and see lessons you might give them. So we challenge you to, you have the whole month, have your students create. So it's a great thing to do the week of Thanksgiving, or not of Thanksgiving, but after Thanksgiving or the week before Thanksgiving, have them create their own lesson. And I like to tell them, create a Nearpod lesson and include 2 to 4 activities, some sort of range, just to give students, so if they are able to get to 4, able to get to 6, that's fine. If they get just 2, they've still met the requirements.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we need to spin for prizes because
Yeah.
it is 8:32.
I'm going to stop sharing.
I put the form in there. If you have not filled it out, because we've had, let's
So
see,
I
because I know we
closed
had,
the form.
oops,
Let
it's
me-
closed.
let
Never
me
I
mind.
need some
open it.
It's
tampons.
now
I'll
closed.
open it back up real quick.
Oh, she's going to open it back up. She's being nice
I'm
because we
being
don't
nice.
normally do that. So we do have a t-shirt that we're going to give away to one winner, and then we've got a bunch of swag bags. We've got a Nearpod pin, a sticker. What else did we put in there? Oh, we did put in a pumpkin spice um, hay cup
Cup.
in there, since the name of it was pumpkins.
So
Oh, there they are.
cute.
So we
So
have those. We have the cover to your camera, so you can block
webcam cover.
webcam
Yeah.
covers
Stay
from
private when
Nearpod.
you want to.
Okay, I hope everyone's finished filling this out because we're about to start spinning.
Yeah, this is a fun part.
All right,
This
I'm gonna go ahead
is.
and lock it.
Are you sharing or am I sharing?
Oh,
I'll
I
share.
thought you were gonna share.
I'm gonna share. Hold
I'm
on.
gonna let you share.
Whoops. Let me get the names and copied in here. Does anyone have the score for the
I put in the
Astros
chat it was
game?
2-1. Astros are winning, and it is still 2-1. It's the bottom of the fourth.
Okay, well,
wow.
let me say share
Oh,
here.
everybody's now saying it's 2-1 as well in the chat.
2-1. Oh, yay, but it's us, right? Okay. Can everybody see the spinner?
Yes.
All right, so are we starting with the t-shirt first? Or are we going to do that at the end?
Let's do the t-shirt first.
Okay, this is for the t-shirt.
Yay, let's go.
And if you want to private message us your size, if you don't, okay, here we go. So let's see.
Who's the lucky winner?
And Sandra.
Yay!
good job,
Congratulations, Sandra.
Are you
It
right?
is the softest shirt in the world.
They
They are very
so
comfortable because I do
soft.
not like wearing t-shirts. Those are the softest.
These
Okay,
are
keep it up there for
best.
1 second. I'm typing. Sandra.
Okay.
Oh, I'm writing it. I got it.
Oh,
Somebody's
you're
got it?
writing? Okay.
Okay, so now we have 9 more little bags, so let's go fast. All right. And we appreciate everyone coming tonight. I know it was hard with the Astros playing. Amanda Reed.
Amanda
Yay,
Reed.
and Middlestat. Way to go, Amanda.
Middlestat. Yay, Amanda. That was the one who is wanting to learn more, and I'm going to find you next time I'm over there, right? Weren't you
Okay.
the one texting at the beginning? Okay, and I will find you. Okay. Ready? Hope you got that name.
Yep. I got it.
Okay, this is number 3. And it looks like Lindsay. Frank.
It's
Lindsay
Frank.
Blackhurst.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Awesome.
Hi, Lindsay.
Woo!
Woohoo.
I need a horn or something to blow.
We do. Are we ready?
I'm ready. Yes.
Okay. Next one is Teresa Strzok.
Teresa.
Congratulations, Teresa.
You know what we should probably be doing is just taking a quick picture of it and then going on. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh. Tell me what number we're on.
We're on 5.
5. Okay, is this 6?
No, this is 5.
Oh, this is 5. Okay. Woohoo!
Congratulations.
From Wonderlic, congratulations.
Yay!
Is that knee?
Nifon?
I got it.
Got it.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations. Woo!
I know. We'll get these in the mail tomorrow in the inter-office mail.
Cynthia Lyman.
Cynthia
Climb Forest.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We're getting a good variety of
Yeah.
schools tonight.
Well,
Yes.
sometimes I feel like there's some schools that dominate, and I'm not sure how they do it.
Got that one?
Yep, I got it.
Got it. All right.
So we're on number 7.
7.
Is a lucky number.
It is a lucky number. Hey, y'all, the lotteries, they still don't have a winner.
Another
Emily
Klein
Ashby.
Forest.
Another one. Yay.
Congratulations. I need
I
to
think
win.
they said it's up to 1.2 billion
Oh my goodness.
on
I
that.
need some of that. It's mine. It's in there. I know. Just some of it. Not all of it. Just a little bit.
A little bit. Share. Okay.
All
I
right.
don't mind.
All right, what
Moving
number are
on
we
to
on?
number 8.
Number 8.
This is number 8. Let's see who's lucky number 8.
Ooh, is it going to
It's
go?
close.
We have
Bianca.
It did tick over.
It
That
looks
was
like
right on
it's
the
in the
edge.
middle though.
This is Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Congratulations.
I got it.
Got it. All right.
Right?
Is this, what number is this?
We're on number 9.
Number 9. Right on time.
Is it going
Oh,
over?
Another
close to
one.
It did. It went over.
Another struck.
Struck. Trisha.
Congratulations, Trisha.
Woohoo.
All right, I got it. Last one. Here we go.
Very last one. Who's it going to be? Yay! Is it Sama?
Oh, another Klein Forest.
Klein
All
Forest.
right.
Congratulations.
Man, Emily, you were talking about certain schools representing
I know.
Klein Forest.
Way to
That-
go.
They came out
That's
tonight.
great. All
And
right.
before you all leave, if you are interested in more content, I just posted a link to our next webinar, which is, I think, did I get our webinar? Or was that just our website? Oh, that's just our website. So you can click webinars.
That's okay.
or-
Our website has it.
this is the webinar, so just you click the webinar button, but we have our next webinar is actually on December 6th, and it's all on Lightspeed Classroom. And so even if you are a Dino user and you love monitoring with Dino, Lightspeed has some great features that Dino does not have, and there are some big updates coming. So even if you are have some, maybe Lightspeed didn't fill all your needs, there are some changes coming up that we're going to be excited to share. So we hope to see you there, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. And we're going to stay on for a little bit if you have questions.
And I see Aaron, lots of great new stuff in Nearpod now that we're Premium Plus. So we wanted to make sure everybody knew about all these great features that we have.
Yes.